Hello everyone, welcome back. Actor Christopher Plummer was a versatile actor who gave many great performances throughout his illustrious career. The recent news of his passing has prompted me to talk about one of his movies, in particular, The Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus. Released in 2009 from director Terry Gilliam, The Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus is one of my favorite fantasy adventures on film, featuring a great performance from Heath Ledger in his final acting role, another great performance from Vern Troyer, another actor who passed away a few years ago. And since I'm doing this video in remembrance of Christopher Plummer, I have to say Christopher Plummer gives one of his best performances in this picture as well. It's directed by Terry Gilliam. He has a wide fan base, but he seems to always have trouble in his productions, and he has trouble releasing and marketing his pictures. I don't know why he has so much trouble with studios in making movies when he has such a wide fan base. He worked with the Monty Python crew in the 1970s. One of Gilliam's movies that he's best known for is the 80s sci-fi picture Brazil. This is a very deep, complex picture about governments and about dystopian futures. It's probably the film he put the most effort into. He is also well known for The Fisher King with Robin Williams and Jeff Bridges. This is another deep, rich picture that has some humor from Robin Williams, but also some very frightening scenes at times. It's a very rich story. Another picture he is widely known for is 12 Monkeys from the 90s with Bruce Willis and Brad Pitt. This is another futuristic picture. It also involves time travel. It features stunning performances from Bruce Willis and Brad Pitt. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas is another main one that Gilliam is known for with Johnny Depp and Benicio del Toro. Now, he's made other movies, but these are the ones he's best known for. But The Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus hits me in such a personal way that I can't help but consider it my favorite of his. Again, Terry Gilliam is known for many troubled productions that he's been on, and The Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus was also a troubled production. In this production, Heath Ledger had already finished filming The Dark Knight, and was in the middle of filming this, but he sadly passed away before finishing his scenes. Apparently, his scenes outside the Imaginarium were entirely filmed, but all of his scenes inside the Imaginarium had yet to be filmed. So Terry Gilliam rewrote the screenplay to have Tony, played by Ledger, transform into different sides of himself every time he enters the Imaginarium. He hired 3 different actors to play the 3 transformations. Johnny Depp for the first transformation, Jude Law for the second transformation, and Colin Farrell for the third transformation. Rather than try to mimic Heath Ledger, the 3 of them play Tony in their own unique individual style, further adding to Tony's transformation in each sequence, and further adding to the brilliant talent that Terry Gilliam provides in his writing. I'd say Heath Ledger's performance in this stands right behind The Dark Knight and Brokeback Mountain as Heath Ledger's best. This was also where I first discovered Andrew Garfield. When I met Andrew Garfield at my first Comic-Con, he mentioned working on this picture with Terry Gilliam. And looking back, it's mind-blowing to see Spider-Man and the Joker working together in this picture. In the storyline, Christopher Plummer plays Dr. Parnassus, and he and his crew are under a spell from an evil man, played by Tom Waits. Dr. Parnassus and his crew must use the Imaginarium to draw in consumers to explore the imaginary world based on each consumer's fantasies. And this is in the hopes that Dr. Parnassus and his crew will be freed from the spell by the evil man. In between then, they save Tony, played by Ledger, and in saving Tony from other people who are out to get him, Tony helps Dr. Parnassus by using his style to draw in consumers to see the Imaginarium and explore each individual consumer's dream fantasy worlds. This was released the same year as Avatar. And Avatar used 3D projection and 3D glasses to pull you into its world. The Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus does not use 3D. In every Imaginarium sequence, you feel like you're there with Tony and the others. And that just goes to show that 3D is not only cheating, it's ineffective. And since then, many studios have used 3D as a lazy way to draw in consumers. Not to mention the visual effects to pull you into the Imaginarium worlds are stunning. If you still don't believe me when I talk about how stunning this picture is, or how emotional it gets in the intense climactic scenes, Let me tell you about my experience seeing the movie in theaters. I had never seen a Terry Gilliam picture in theaters before, so I was heavily looking forward to this. I've always been a big fan of Heath Ledger, so I definitely wanted to see his last performance on the big screen. It was given a wide release in theaters in January. We had to drive about 45 minutes to get to the theater that was playing it. The theater's air conditioning system was busted. They could not warm up the auditorium. We actually had to sit in the cold seats in that freezing cold auditorium with our winter coats on, with our winter hats on, with our gloves, with our boots, you name it. It was absolutely worth it. That experience was outstanding. So great that we didn't mind at all how freezing that auditorium was. Seeing how that storyline plays out, seeing the stunning performances, we loved what we saw. So that's what I have to share about this amazing picture. Definitely one of my favorites. Do you love it as much as I do? If you have not seen it, do you want to see it now? Share your thoughts in the comments section. Like and share if you enjoyed the video, and if you haven't already, subscribe to me for more videos. Hit the bell if you want to be notified of uploads. I'm making more videos for you and bigger projects for you as we speak. Have a great week and a great life, and always love yourself for who you are. Godspeed.